Dr. Z, you study circadian rhythms, and more specifically, their connections to sleep disorders. How would you define the circadian rhythm cycle, and how does sleep factor into it?
So circadian rhythms are these what we call intrinsic or endogenous rhythms. They're actually generated internally and they exist in every cell of your body almost. Circa means near 24-hour rhythms. And more recently, we now know that these rhythms are generated at a genetic or molecular level. So how fast your internal biological clock ticks is determined by your genes. And it's really been amazing these last couple of years where we're beginning to realize the impact of circadian rhythms on all aspects of our health because it affects every tissue, every cell in your body. And of course, it also regulates the timing of sleep and wakefulness, and also what we would call when you can sleep and really regulating your optimal ability to sleep.
So, what are some common factors you see in patients that disrupt the circadian rhythms?
The disruption of circadian rhythms is really a major modern era issue. One of the strongest time givers, synchronizing agents, is that of the light-dark cycle. Also, our physical activity cycle. Also, when we eat. All of these are really important, keeping our internal clock in synchrony with that of the rotation of the Earth, the daylight cycles, but also our social cycles. So you can imagine getting too much light at night, not getting enough light during the day because we're sitting in these Zoom meetings all day long. That will disrupt your circadian rhythms. And also eating late at night can disrupt your circadian rhythms. So many behavioral and social constructs of modern society can disrupt our circadian rhythms. And that then in turn can also disrupt sleep. And then when you disrupt sleep, you can also then negatively affect multiple areas of your health.
But the good news is there's some promising new research you're working on in order to better understand and treat circadian sleep disorders. Can you talk about them, in particular the time signature test?
So what we've been doing is thinking that circadian medicine will be the next frontier of medicine. And we at Northwestern University established a circadian medicine clinic. We're able, from a personal patient standpoint, to look at the timing of your circadian rhythm. So you would say, how do I know? What time is it in my body? And that's how we developed the time signature test, because so many functions of our body are rhythmic. We can, with 1 or 2 blood tests, try to determine what time is in your body. So we're looking basically at how many rhythms are expressed around the same time. And when knowing what that looks like, we can say, I think I know what time it is in your body. So it's really a practical way where we can think of adopting something like this in the future in the clinic, where you can have your circadian profile, just like your heart rate, just like your vital signs, be part of your medical workup. Poor sleep is a risk factor for many of our most common modern diseases, including something like Alzheimer's disease, including metabolic disorders like obesity. We clearly need to do more studies to look at if you were able to improve your sleep quality or duration, would that change the course of disease?
Is there a time difference per person in terms of how much sleep they need? And is there a differentiated signature in different people that really controls that, or are they separate?
Some of us are owls, right? So those who are owls, their timing of sleep will naturally be later, and they would actually naturally want to wake up later. Whereas as we get older, we tend to become more larks and early types. So that will influence the quality, timing, and the amount of sleep we're able to get, especially when we have to wake up at a certain time in the morning to get to work. There are individual differences in what we call chronotype. That would be the circadian, the lark, the owl. But also there are indeed some individual differences in the amount of sleep that one may need. But on average, for a general population, it will be about 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
Where do you hope this research goes in the future?
Well, I hope that the research that we do will be able to understand the mechanisms of why people have insomnia, for example. Why are they having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep? What's the contribution of circadian rhythms? What's their environment look like? And taking all of this and perhaps even using high-tech, multi-sensor technology to be able to arrive at a personalized profile of your sleep. What is sleep health in an individual? And then using that information to target therapy so that it's not one size fits all, so that we can actually improve our therapies because we can personalize it, we can individualize it, and be more strategic in the way we look at and treat sleep disorders.